Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sparky's Guide to Minecraft. My name is Sparky, and there has been a little bit of time that has passed between the previous episodes. The last episode that was released back in April, and it's almost August now, and I've just had some things going on, so yeah. But I hope you enjoy this episode. Today we are going to be building my very first house, but stay tuned. You're in for a treat today. So like I said, some things have happened, like me moving into my own apartment. That actually happened back in late March, and ever since then, there's only been one video in that time frame, and my day job, I'm gonna be working somewhere else, and at the end of this month, end of July, I'm gonna be starting another job beginning of August. So hopefully I can make some more content with the new job, and how I have my schedule. I have a couple days where I can record and then edit, and so that'll be nice. It'll be nice to have some content, or be able to make some content, because I haven't been able, or I shouldn't say I haven't been able to. It's just I haven't wanted to. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with my mental health. My mental health not being so great is because of my current day job. So, and just the things going on in the world, it's just, I'm not too happy with the things that are going on in the world right now, and I really don't want to say anything specific, just because I don't want to get the video taken down or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening past couple of months. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you leave a like, maybe comment your favorite builder. In the next part of the video, I will be explaining the ins and outs of my design for my house, and kind of my thought process about it, and in no shape, way, or form am I a building pro at all. It's just some objective things that I will be talking about with my build. And if there are any critiques, and I probably say this in the video, or I probably will say this in the video, if you would like to give me some constructive feedback for this house, I would really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm not a pro at building. I'm proud of this build. You can probably hear that in my voice, and you probably will hear that in my voice later down the line later in this video. So that's what the next part of this video is going to be. That will happen now. Okay, just a couple of things that were related to building that I'm going to be talking about in just a second. We're going to be going to the time lapse shortly. I just want to talk about this building in particular, and some building tips that I just want to give you. Now, I'm not the best builder in Minecraft. There are other people like Grian and Gemini Tay, and people on the Hermitcraft server, and so many other people that I don't even know about build better than me. So just take it with a grain of salt. But I'm gonna try to help, at least. I'm gonna try to help. That's the goal of this, right? Of this portion of the video. There is some texture on some of these walls, from the spruce logs, so strips, spruce log, and then you have different kinds of deep slate on all of the walls. You just need to texture some things in order for it to look good. So if you have like stone, you could do regular stone, maybe some andesite, maybe some smooth stone, stuff like that. That would be good texturing, depending on what you are trying to build and the type of build that you're trying to go for, the build theme, I should say. So I try to go for a more medieval style for this, and I was like, okay, what I basically came up for the build is like, okay, what blocks do I have in bulk, and what else do I need? And I basically just used what I had available to me. And I did prepare some stuff. I have to get a couple of last minute things before I do start the time lapse. But yeah, that's kind of how my thought process of this building went. And I was like, I would like windows, so basically there's just a window like everywhere there's a window. Like you can see out of every single side, essentially. So, and the windows are actually smaller than I originally had built, just because of how I have this stripped spruce log wrapped around this deep slate portion of the wall. So they were actually originally 3x3, but just because I thought that something like just this was not good enough for a build, so that's why they're a lot smaller. And you know, there's either one or there's two tall right here. So, but yeah, I'm gonna actually start the time lapse now instead of just rambling, because you're not here to watch me ramble. I mean, I hope not. I mean, if you are, then I don't know. Well, I would ask why, because I don't know. I question your methods. Okay, all right. I will. Time lapse should be starting now. Okay, so you should have saw a time lapse, but you didn't. And the thing is, somehow, when I was recording the time lapse it didn't work how I intended. So yeah, there's no time lapse. When I do another time lapse in this series, then hopefully it will go a little bit better. As you can see behind me, this is my house, and it is finished. So there is a couple things that I think is kind of odd, like in this corner. That's kind of weird. But I like it. I do like this. I mean, that I don't like. I'm gonna change that. But I think this is a nice house, considering, well, that I designed it and it's my own. So I'm proud of myself for actually making a house. I mean, I don't really, not a builder, like I had mentioned. So, but I'm glad that I actually have something instead of just all of these chests. So I probably am going to make a storage room, but I don't know when, or if I'm going to build a storage building. I know I'm going to have a storage room maybe in here for the time being, but that's something in the future, and something for the future. So yeah, but let's look around in the house. So there's 2 floors, and for some reason it's not exactly identical as the one I had showed you in my test world, but it is my house that I have built. So the staircase, I had moved it a little bit because these are slabs instead of, as you can see, bottom slabs, compared to full blocks, which I'm trying to conserve materials, and that's why it looks a little silly. But hey, it works for me. If mobs aren't going to spot them up here, then totally okay with that. And then these carpets, like I had said, they're going to be white. They were brown in the original design, but since we have not gone to a jungle yet, they are going to be white. So, I mean, they could make them another color, like a red. But I think that would be kind of silly to do it a different color instead of what I had originally designed. So, yeah. I kind of had a move some terrain so I could actually build this. So that's why the terrain might be look a little bit different. That's the episode. I know it didn't go as planned, and it's probably going to be a little bit shorter than I had thought. You know, even though I have uploaded shorter videos of 10 minutes, a lot of people don't really seem to watch a whole lot of them, but that's fine. I'm here to improve, and this is just a hobby that I haven't really touched in a while. I'm gonna get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna go upload this, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode, regardless if there wasn't a time lapse or not. But I'm gonna get that fixed for you guys, so you can enjoy one next time. Anyways, this has been Sparky's Guide to Minecraft. Have a good one, everyone, and stay safe out there. See you in the next one.